This is one in a series of brief video conversations addressing common local church operational issues. The intent of these conversations is to highlight issues, suggest options, and offer staff and volunteers ideas for further research. You must determine what works best in your context. My name is David Atkins. I am the Executive Director of the Missouri United Methodist Foundation. Today, joining me are Steve York and Christy Cubbage. Steve is a member of the Foundation Board of Directors. He is a member of the Aldersgate United Methodist Church in Lee's Summit and a certified public accountant with Stern Brothers Valuation Advisors in Kansas City. Christy is the Director of Client Accounting for Support Kansas City Incorporated. Today we will discuss church accounting needs. Steve, tell us about your experience.
As a church treasurer, one of my big concerns is to be able to provide accountability to whoever needs it inside that church. When I first became a treasurer, I found it was nearly impossible to accumulate the information or to know if the information was accurate and up to date until I adopted one of the online accounting systems. And if I can, I'd like to start this topic with a conversation with Christy about some of the options that you have for online accounting for church activities.
There are a lot of options out there now, and the one that you use, QuickBooks Online, is probably a very familiar name to many. One of the reasons that QuickBooks Online is such a popular product is because of the ease of use. It is a very simple software, a low-cost software, and as we all remember, you used to wait till the end of the month and take your shoebox into the accountant just to know how you're doing. Now Steve can open up and see exactly how each program's doing or what cash is in the bank because he uses an online software.
As a church treasurer, what typically will happen is that when we have board meetings, they always want to know how we're doing compared to budget. And if we're over or under budget in any area, they want to discuss those in the board meetings. I can provide this information in the board meeting. I can slice and dice it any way they want to see it. Lastly, as a church treasurer, I enjoy QuickBooks Online because I can automatically download bank activity. All of these things are automatically updated. It will never happen in my lifetime that these things will just automatically be correctly accounted for, but at least I have them in a database where I can go through, sort them if I need to, and correct the account coding for those that have been incorrectly account coded. Now, Christy, I know you have clients in churches in particular that have used other services.
Yes, a lot of times we still use for organization the desktop version of QuickBooks. If you want to dive a little deeper and maybe do your giving statements through your financial software, QuickBooks for Windows is a good solution because you can track your giving in a way that maybe QuickBooks Online is not nimble enough to give you the information. Same thing with some of the departmental. If you have a lot of different programs at church or missions, then there are different tracking mechanisms within the full Windows version of QuickBooks that we find give better reporting. They still link with your bank account and you can download transactions just as well as you can online. It just may be a little more difficult to get there on the fly when you're sitting in a meeting.
Whatever method you use, we hope that you consider the best practices, which are all transactions are reviewed, all transactions are posted timely, financial statements are provided to others so that they can ask questions and really help you identify errors and mistakes oftentimes, and that last, the congregation has trust that you've accounted for their gifts and giving as they would have them accounted for. David, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Steve, and thank you, Christy. We hope that this is helpful information for you as you seek to do God's work in your congregation. Thank you.